Hello Internet, Warlord here for the Northern Drunk Tank, and today I am going to be playing Star Wars, SNES game. And unlike normal, this is not just why I love this game, this is just generally why I love Star Wars. And it seems like the right time to do it, with the new film just out. By this point I will have seen it. Oh, and also a very Merry Christmas to anyone who has chosen to watch this today, as it will be going up on Christmas Day. I know, very strange day to put it up, but I like to keep to my schedule if I can. Now, the first time I really encountered Star Wars was, probably when I was around 7 or 8. My granddad actually had the original VHS videos, and he put them on for me when I used to stay at his at the weekend, and I just really fell in love with the games. When they came out, because obviously I had a SNES, and these games came out literally around the same time I was introduced to Star Wars, like the early 90s. I actually also had the pleasure of seeing the re-release of the film in cinemas when they came out in, I think, 1997, 98, something like that. My grandfather actually took me to see all 3 of them in the cinemas, and they've just always held a special place in my heart. They've always been my favourite trilogy, and although the story isn't mind-blowing, it's just so well told and well done that it's stuck with me all this time. Now, as you can see, there's a slight change to the story in this game, obviously to make it flow better, but overall it's probably the best Star Wars game I've ever played, to be honest, this one. And it was all 3 of them, and I might do a Let's Play series on all 3, depending on how badly I suck at them, because there's a lot of platforming to do on this. Now, frankly, they're very generous with health in this game as well, and you also get a lot of blaster upgrades as well. I think by the time you get the 3rd upgrade, it's a homing rocket that comes out of the gun, which is quite good. And of course, they have added a few extra things to this game. I mean, it was notoriously difficult as well in parts. I mean, as a young lad playing this, it took me ages to complete it. Especially when I got to the Return of the Jedi game, and you have to do the escape from the Death Star in the Millennium Falcon. That was quite tough. And unlike a lot of other people, I truly didn't fully hate the prequels. They weren't obviously as good as the original, not by a long shot, and there was a lot they got wrong, like Jar Jar Binks obviously, and certain key plot points that should have probably been left alone. But overall, the films did have some good. I'll grant Episode 2 was probably the worst of the prequels, but I got to see them all in the cinema. I mean, the first 2 I again saw with my granddad. A lot of fond memories. I mean, he took me a lot to see a lot of the Star Wars. It was pretty much him that introduced me to the whole thing, after all, as I've said. But Episode 3, I went to my local cinema with my cousin, and it was really good. We actually really had a good time, as we had done many a time when we used to go to the cinemas when we were younger. And you see, I've already got the 1st upgrade. You also, in this game, collect little lightsabers which do increase your health a bit each time. If you do fully die, your health resets, your blaster resets back to its normal one. Oh, and we're at the first boss already. The Sarlacc Pit Monster. Don't remember the Sarlacc Pit Monsters acting like this at all. But of course, obviously, like I said, they had to tweak a few things. Like I said, even the story has little tweaks just so the gameplay is a bit better. So I hope everyone today is having a wonderful Christmas day as well, while I'm probably still at home trying to create more content, and we're probably planning what I'm going to record next. But I had to do something Star Wars related for this because, well, why wouldn't you? I mean, I had a lot of fond memories playing these games, as I said. I mean, when I got them, I played them pretty much every single day for the first couple of months I had it, and then always went back to them. I did eventually complete them all, but that's the end of that stage. Lovely jubbly. Always like to get the first stage out of the way. As it is one of the tweaks to the story. 3PO's fine, but R2-D2's been captured, as you can see there. So you must go and face the Jawas to go and rescue R2-D2. Which, of course, anyone who's seen the film knows that's not what happened. But these little levels were quite good. It could be quite tough, but you go slow. Make sure you pick up the jet fuel there and pick up health when you need to. Basically, the jubbly green is meant to be a womp rats, as Luke calls them. They're a bit bigger than you expect them to be, but but they drop your fuel, and destroying the little pylons drops your fuel. Defeating the Jawas gives you health. And there we go, we're getting a group of them together now. Oh, but if you do go past one, you can just easily just back up a little bit, and there you go, shoot it again. The other good thing about this game was just how great the sound was in it. For a SNES game, it was absolutely fantastic. It really, you could actually understand the music and what was actually supposed to be being played, and you could tell which characters were which, of course, as you could guess back in the day, certain games couldn't portray that very well. Let's pick up some health here because it's starting to run low. Yeah, Star Wars has seen me through some good times and bad times in my life. When I ever feel like I'm having a really bad time, I can just sit down, pop one of the films on, and I know I'm going to be smiling by the end of it. It's the old tale, good guys versus bad guy, good guys win in the end sort of thing. I would say spoiler alert, but come on, the films have been out that long now. If you've not seen them, you're really missing out. Yeah, that's the end of that level. I'll take care of the Jawas. Now this level, I used to suck at, and I'm probably going to suck at it now because it involves a lot of platforming. As you've seen there, I picked up a lightsaber, and obviously my health increased. Got a 2x multiplier for picking up the Darth Vader helmet, which helps increase my score, which doesn't really do much in this. As you can also see as well, that's the shield icon. Pick that up, and I've got, I'm basically invincible for a little bit. And you see in the top right, there's a timer there, so you've got to try and beat the timer. I think it only counts for score, it doesn't really affect anything in gameplay. So you don't really have to worry about how long the time is, which is probably good, because I'm probably going to fail a lot of this. Excuse me. Oh dear. Which way do I go? This is the question now. Yeah, take out any of the cannons you can. It'll come in useful if you get rid of them. Obviously, always pick up health when you can. They are very generous with health pickups in this, but obviously, you can still get overwhelmed by enemies at points. I am just playing this on normal as well. I don't fancy doing the Jedi mode because that's a really, really difficult mode. I don't think I ever completed it even when I was a kid that played this constantly. Oh, there you go. Health swords. My health's increased even more. Also, if you do want me to continue playing this as a full Let's Play, maybe even delve into the second and third ones eventually. Oh, blaster power up, lovely. Feel free to leave a comment at the bottom, and I'll carry on. I'll keep going. Even even if I probably am going to suck a lot of this. Oh, already falling off platforms. That's good. At least I've got the Seeker missiles now, so I don't really have to aim anywhere, just try and shoot in the general direction of enemies and it'll lock on for me. Oh, and I've missed the platform. Strap yourselves in, guys, because this is pretty much probably going to be the theme of this. Me falling off platforms. Like all classic SNES games, enemies do respawn a lot. Thankfully, even though they respawn, they still keep dropping health items and stuff, so I will still obviously get a fair bit of health back at times. What happened there? I fell off and something exploded. Oh yeah, the Jawas throw bombs, that's what exploded. Oh, another health sword, even better, keep my health increasing. Comes in useful in later levels. Oh, my finger slipped and I've hit the fast forward button. Really need to be careful with the button placement here. Obviously you can tell I am playing this on an emulator because trying to get hold of this game these days is near impossible. Although I do believe, I think PlayStation have just released it on the, is it PS3? Or it's in the PlayStation Network anyway, I think. Unfortunately, I don't really have any way of capturing that video because PlayStation don't let you, so screw you PlayStation for doing that, otherwise I would have bought them and happily recorded them that way. No, let's go up this way instead. I suppose it's supposed to be the easier way. Oh, there's another little turret up there. Oh, and I've lost that health a bit. Yep, it's despawned because it went off the screen. I don't mind, there's literally just this like level of platforming, then another level of platforms above it, and then you're on the roof. It's literally not that long of a level. I'm just really bad at the platforming bit at the moment. I mean, the controls were never perfect, but you know, what SNES game was, or for that matter, what SNES or Mega Drive game was. They were just fun, and people have obviously fond memories, myself included, which is the reason I'm doing these series. Because it's nice to share the games that basically made me the gamer I am today. And Star Wars is definitely right up. Oh, I've fallen off again, straight down to the bottom. Yeah, me. Yeah, try and take out the big hatches because that's where the little eye robots are sort of spawning from. The other ones only really release fire and they're not causing me too much trouble at the moment. As you see, I'm still on full health. I've wasted a lot of time already. I've not even really got past the first platforming section. Man, am I sucking at this today. Thankfully the platforming elements, if I remember correctly, there's not that many of them like this, you know. Most of them like the tougher version of the first level, like the idea of platforming is you just get up to the next section, the next section is just a flat area. Oh, I made it. So as you can see, you can probably already seen that the top of the platform's right there. Once I get up there, once I'm meant to jump up there, yeah, once I get up there, that's basically the end of the level up there. Oh, I keep jumping. I've got an addiction to jumping all of a sudden. Oh, bugger, and I'm right back at the start. I'm sorry about this, viewers, but I'm not the world's best at platforming, in all fairness. Just shame we can't get decent Star Wars games like this anymore. I know they tweaked the story slightly, but overall the games were just fantastic and oh so fun to play. And they were genuinely challenging as well, as you can see. I was saying that the controls these days would make it a lot easier. Come on, get up there. I'm falling off to the bottom now. I say thankfully with this, there's not really that much of a challenge to it. It is just the platforming. The enemies aren't really the trouble here. Obviously, as you can see, I'm still on full health despite being knocked around occasionally, and obviously the fire's hit me a few times. My time is running rather low though, so I do hope it doesn't kill you for losing time. I'm pretty sure it's not. I'm pretty sure it's just a score thing. And I'm at the bottom again. Marvellous. Well, the way this is going, I'll probably end up only doing this level and then I'll be calling it. But as the game progresses, you do obviously get your lightsaber and stuff like that. And by the time you play like Return of the Jedi and stuff, you actually use a lot of Force abilities as well. I mean, you can actually throw your lightsaber around and stuff like that. Hold it in front of you, and wave it around, so it's pretty cool. I may end up doing a Let's Play series of this in the new year, so you can see some more of the game and the sequels. Because they were a lot of fun, like I said, very challenging, but a lot of fun. I may have to use save states to get through it all, otherwise I'll never end up finishing it. Like I said, most of the problems really tend to come from these platform bits, like the enemies falling down again. Yeah, the enemies don't cause that much trouble, and they, as you've seen, drop a lot of health as you go along. Oh, there we go, nice double jump up there. But literally above where that platform is, where the slope is, that's the end of this level, if I remember correctly. I think there's a load of turrets up there as well that try shooting you once you get up there, but they, again, don't cause you any trouble. I just realised I can't see the platform below me here. That's not good. Maybe jump back. Yep, there's a platform, I can see it. No Jawa. Oh, yeah, there's a platform below it. Yep, get on there. Easy now, easy. Go. Oh, bugger, I didn't jump high enough. Yeah, this is how bad my platforming sucks these days. Probably because there isn't that many platform games out there these days. There's only really Mario that still keeps to a traditional platforming style game. Everyone tries to force FPS elements or RPG elements into their games. You don't just get a standard platformer like this, with your power-ups and stuff like that, and a life system. I'm saying that if you had a life system like this, where you only had 3 lives and then you have to restart the whole thing, people would probably not play the games as much. And I've just missed again. I am sorry about this, people. Well, I'm going to keep going. I will prevail. I can't fail every time, can I? I've got to do it eventually. I think I'd learnt though by this point. Oh, and already I'm falling off again. Yeah, and the time has completely run out as well, as you can see, and obviously it's not giving me a loss of life or a game over, so Obviously, it doesn't mean that much. It's just a score thing, as I thought it was, which has come in useful, really. I assume on harder modes, it probably, like the Jedi mode, it probably does kill you for it. Like most classic platformers, you run out of time, you did. So while you're watching this, why not leave a comment and tell us what your favourite Star Wars film is, and any Star Wars moments that mean a lot to you. Because most people have got a story about why they love Star Wars or anything like that. Or even if you don't, feel free to say why you don't, Granted that the acting wasn't perfect, but back in the 70s you couldn't expect perfection with acting anyway. I said a lot of people have fond memories of this. I said obviously the originals came out before I was even born. I was around for the re-releases at cinemas, which was good. Oh, and if you leave a comment just saying Star Wars is crap, then sorry, but it's going to get deleted. Because that's not a valid argument. At least give your reasons. Everyone's got a reason why they love or hate something. I said mine's just more family related. Like I said, it brought me closer to my granddad, and obviously we got to watch a lot of them. Used to remember running around with a stick in the back garden with one of my friends when I was a kid, and we pretended they were lightsabers and we were fighting each other all the time. Not in a bad way. We were trying to hurt each other. It was just, one would pretend to be Luke, one would pretend to be Darth Vader, and they'd just fight around for a bit. Well, that's what you did, You actually played outside in between playing games. These days I don't go out anywhere unless it involves alcohol. Come on, let's focus now. I'm sure we can get this done. Oh, just made it. Yep. Oh, for God's sake. Just shooting in frustration now. Let's use the Force. And across again. Oh, God damn it. The level's literally like a minute long if you can just do it perfectly on a run. Unfortunately, I just suck really bad. And I can't see the plot. Oh, that was lucky. That was lucky. Problem with the moving platform, it keeps the camera up. Oh God, I've made it, but I can't see the platform below me again. Oh, that was so lucky. We're so close now. Up here. Should be another platform along in a minute, and this should be the last. Oh, there's one more platform above there, and that should take me to the roof. Oh, thank God for that. We're finally here and we've done it. Yeah, just follow this along now, and this will take us to the end of the level. So once we get to there, I will be calling this. So thank you everyone who's tuned in for this. Like I said, I'm probably going to do some more episodes in this, but it'll be turning into a Let's Play. We're leaving the Why I Love section. But have yourselves a Merry Christmas. I hope you've got everything you wanted, and peace and love to all of you. Feel free to like, comment and subscribe. Tell us what you like, what you don't like, and do you want to see more? If you want to see more, I'll do it more quickly. But thank you everyone for listening to my rambles about how much I love Star Wars, and still to this day. Go and see episode 7, and other than that, I'm signing off. Bye bye.